Yo, welcome back to another Friendly Foes pod. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the pod, man. We got some new interesting news and new just interesting opinions on just this video, man. We're going to talk about the teams that have been the worst in the offseason so far. And the first team we're going to touch on is the Sacramento Kings, man. The Sacramento Kings are just a team to be, you just don't know about, man. Just like, every move's a head scratching move. Recently, they just released DeMar DeRozan, 37-year-old veteran player, man, who's getting older, and I can see the move. I can understand it. The move was just to get some money off their books, and they re-signed Zach LaVine. Cool. What else are we doing with that, man? We released DeMar, we re-signed Zach LaVine. Both those guys, good players, good players. They don't play winning basketball. The people we have in Sacramento do not play winning basketball, man. We still have who's probably gotten older, Sabonis. Can he stay healthy? We don't know. Can he be a central focus point to get to the playoffs? We don't know. We have a coach down there in Doug Christie, great energy and things like that, but he got hired on after they let go Mike Brown, who just won an NBA championship for the city of New York for the first time in 50 years, as his first year being their head coach, by the way. And we let that guy go. I want us to remember that. As Sacramento Kings, we let that guy go, who just won an NBA championship in New York. We let him go. We let him go. We traded our point guard this past season. He was playing in the NBA Finals. Let him go too. So the Sacramento Kings, I'm very frustrated with. I do not see the vision. I don't see where they're going. We just traded our 13th overall pick from 3 years ago in Devin Carter. He's going to his third season this year. He's going to Atlanta, trading for a second round pick and a bag of chips. You're giving up on guys early. I do not see the vision. We're very guard heavy. We re-signed Zach LaVine once again. Great isolation player, but it does not play winning basketball. We can't win with them, man. We did do good. We drafted Darius Acuff, who's a scoring machine, man. Scoring machine. But what else do we have? We have Keegan Murray down there. We're wasting his years. We're wasting Sabonis' years. What else can we do? Sabonis, we have him playing the 5. I think he's more of a 4. We need just more everything, man. This team needs defenders. We have guys that can score, but do we really have a set offense that Doug Christie's running down there? Is there really stability that we have down there? Is there too much of free-flowing offense, which goes nowhere, which is why Mike Brown was doing such a good job down there, because he had structure, and they did things in a structured way. They did things a certain way. But now we don't. We have a lot of free-flowing basketball, which doesn't bode well for a team that doesn't have an identity on offense or defense. So we now are seeing the struggles, man. They re-signed Precious Achiuwa, I guess. Precious is a good player. High energy impact off the bench, former Heat guy. I don't see the vision for Sacktown. Maybe it'll work out. I just do not see where we're going. I do not see it. And maybe this is what they want. Maybe this is them. Maybe it is. Maybe they're gonna be better. But I just do not see it. Our next team, man. The next team we're gonna talk about being one of the worst in all season this season is the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets have not made any move at all. Their team is not in win now mode for me. You have a Fred VanVleet. I'm pretty sure Fred VanVleet left. Got hurt this past season. Could not play the entire season. I don't think you can win with him at point guard, man. We have a great two-way in Amen Thompson. Great. We have Kevin Durant. And we re-signed Tyree Eason, who's a good 3-and-D guy. We re-signed for 5 years, $81.5 million. I want to know who ruined their truck like that, man. Going to piss me off. We re-signed Tyree Eason, good 3-and-D guy. And we have Alfred Sengun. I don't believe we can have Alfred Sengun as our starting center and win a NBA championship with him as our starting center. He's really good offensively, defensively. He leaves a lot to be desired. I don't think he can move his feet very well. Now in this NBA, you have to be able to move your feet very well. As a big, especially, we're coming out and hard hedging these 3-point shooters so they just don't shoot as many threes as possible. You have to be able to move your feet. You have to be able to move because our centers nowadays are going out and expanding to the 3-point range. Like a Victor Wembanyama, like a Chet Holmgren. Everybody's going out and just expanding their range, and everybody's doing things. So I don't see Alvin Sengun helping and adding to that solution to be able to play good defensive basketball. Also, Ime Udoka, really structured coach, really defensive coach. But they lost this past playoffs. I know Kevin Durant's hurt a lot of it, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling Houston. Did they get better this offseason? I don't think so. I truly don't think so. We drafted a guy, my guy from Ohio State, Thornton, in the second round. Did we really get better? I don't think so. But I think we got all the action today. I'm going to edit that out. But Houston, man, they're a very interesting group. I don't believe in where they're going. I just don't. And you have a aging Kevin Durant. You have Amin Thompson. You have Albert Sengun. You have Tari Eason. You have Fred VanVleet. You have these guys, but I don't think Indiana will play to win in basketball. I don't. But we'll see, man. I think they're a second-round exit at best. But we'll see. Our next team we're going to talk about is the Boston Celtics. I think the Boston Celtics have had one of the worst off seasons that I've known in recent history. One, you fracture your relationship with Jaylen Brown, who's probably was your best player. Has no shade, Jason Tatum at all. Jaylen Brown was your best player. That's just how it is. As a Heat fan, I played him in the playoffs. He was your best player. Jaylen Brown moves the needle. We lose him, we fracture that relationship into pieces, so there's no going back. He's going to Philadelphia. And this is why I say it's one of the top 5 losers in the offseason, because you get back just Paul George and some picks. What? Paul George, an aging guy. Do we really believe in the possibility of Paul George being able to help us in the playoffs and reliability, him not being hurt? Jaylen Brown was available last season, buddy. Paul George was not. Got suspended. He's hurt. So are we really relying on Paul George? Once again, let me not say all this about Paul. He's a great two-way player. Let's get that under wraps first. Great two-way player. But he is hurt, and he's older, man. Jaylen Brown's just better. And I feel like we could have got some more compensation back from Philadelphia when making that move. So for Boston, it's just, this offseason's been pretty tough. And you go out and sign Mitchell Robinson and re-sign Queta. I don't like the sign of Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson benefited from playing with guys that could be in attack mode and playing with a real point guard. You have Peyton Pritchard, who's not on the same level as Jalen Brunson. You have Derek White, not on the same level as Jalen Brunson. So I just now have a liability with him in Boston. I don't think it translates well to your team when your team shoots a lot of three-pointers. I think it's easier for people to rotate around what you have with Mitchell Robinson. Now you don't have a 5 that can't go out and stretch. You remember when you won that championship back in 24? You had a Porzingis out there was able to spread the floor, man. So they couldn't help off anyone. So when you were to drive and kick, anybody can drive and kick. There was threes from every position on the court. Now we're going into a Queta last year and Porzingis, and Mitchell Robinson. That shrinks your floor, and that goes against what you want to do. But Mitchell Robinson, once again, I can't say all these negatives without saying the positives. Mitch Robinson's a great shot protector, rim protector, a great offense and a defensive rebounder. He's gonna be a dog on the glass. So if I'm going to Joe Mazzulla's thinking in that mind of his, oh man, we can shot threes we want because we got one of the best offensive and defensive rebounders in the game. But I'm thinking as an opponent going against him, every time Mitch Robinson gets the ball, we're gonna hack him. I'm gonna make sure he shoots free throws. I'm gonna make sure every time he gets that rebound, offensive rebound, he's gonna go to the line and shoot those free throws. I want to see how much better he can get at free throws over the offseason because we're going to hack Mitchell Robinson. We're going to force him to be unplayable. And I'm going to have to put Queta in the game, who played really, really good last year. But Mitchell Robinson's a better player, and that's okay. Now they have a big on that's going to start and come off the bench. But I do want to see, because I don't know who your starting line is going to be this year. You might go Pritchard to White to Tatum to George to Robinson. Your 4 and your 5 are going to be really defensive. Your 2 is as well. How we feeling about your point guard, Peyton Pritchard? Like, him and Derek White are going to have the ball a lot, and I don't trust them as ball handlers. And they'll be able to score when most needed because we can put a bigger body on Pritchard. We can put a bigger body on White, man. Those bigger guards that you're going to face in the league, they're all like – you're going to go playing the New Yorks. They're going to be big, man. Like, you got Hart. You got Mikal Bridges. You got OG. Like, those are guys going to be playing. They're going to be guarding against, like, getting guarded by. It's going to be something to see, I'm telling you, because Cat's going to match up with Mitchell Robinson and, who was on the New York team? And Novi's probably going to match up with Tatum, or Bridges going to match up with Tatum. And you got Brunson's probably going to follow Pritchard around, man. Like, you can buy, and Brunson's a big body, so he's not gonna fall for any of that. Like, they didn't have a strong off season, man. I know it's not over yet, but show me something, Boston. Our next team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, also Boston did sign Mike Conley. Don't know how I feel about that. Agent vet. Congratulations, I guess. But Minnesota Timberwolves, you lost Kyle Anderson. You re-signed Bones. You got LaMelo. You lost Julius. You lost Nas. So it's kind of sad, bro. Like, you re-signed Ayo DeSumo. So it's just like, bro, we got Ayo back. We got LaMelo. We lost Julius. We lost Nas. Our front court's destroyed, man, on and off the bench. Like, I know everybody's into the ball handler through the forwards, position 1 through 4. But, man, defensively, we're going to have such a problem. And I think one of the all-season losers is because if they can get LeBron, this will take them off this list. Man, you just don't have a 4 right now, man. You do not have a 4 whatsoever that we trust to play the game of basketball at a high level. And Julius Randle wasn't doing it at a high level, but he was probably doing it at probably 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 on most nights. But still better than most. And we really weren't as good as I think we could have been with Minnesota. I think we could have found a defensive guard because now we're going to struggle. Jaden Daniels can't guard every position all the time. We're going to need somebody to clamp up. Ant has some knee problems from this past offseason. LaMelo's a little injury-prone the years prior, but he did stay a little bit more healthy last season, which led to the Hornets' success. Ball dominance on this team is going to be something. Rudy's not going to want the ball. Jaden kind of wants the ball whenever he has to get the ball. He will get the ball. Ant wants the ball, and LaMelo wants the ball. Them playing off the ball with each other is going to be crazy. So you're going to need a 4 to really who's going to want to play point guard, man, because LaMelo's not really a true point guard, man. Like, he's a scorer first. Didn't get it right in tune. Didn't get it right ready. So I think number 4 on the list, man. On our top 5 worst NBA all seasons. And how I'm doing this ranking, man, 1 being the worst. Kings 1. Who's my 2? Houston 2. Boston 3. And Timberwolves 4. And number 5, rounding out the list, man. Those had the worst all season. Not worst off season, but the 5th worst off season is the Golden State Warriors, man. You draft Yaxel, Lindenborg, one of the oldest prospects. How many more good years are you gonna get from him? He's old. He's old. You resign Porzingis and Al Horford, man. You resign old guys. Draymond, he opts out and hopes that if they can get LeBron, but it does not look like they're gonna get LeBron. So I expect Draymond to be resigning soon. So what's our vision that we're going for? Okay, that's my question. What are we trying to go for as an organization? Like, Steph Curry ain't got too many years to play, man. Who's going to be that Steph Curry? Who's going to be the guy to get a bucket when we need it? Who's going to be the franchise guy when Curry's gone? Who's going to be that guy? We need to get him to build now so he can just sit back and develop, man, and say, hey, bro, we don't need you to play right. Curry, Steph got probably about 3 more years. We need you to sit back and get your game as good as possible, man. Because once he's out the door, we're dependent on you. I don't think we have a guy right now in Golden State that is that guy. So Golden State, I'm really, and you got Jimmy Butler who's coming off injury, pretty old guy. I just really want to see how we can get better. And Steve Kerr has a great system, man. I just feel like I never talked to him about retiring. I just really want to see how he works with this team this year, man, because it's going to be a challenge, but you have some decent pieces. You have Steph Curry, man, the greatest three-point shooter of all time. You have Draymond Green, who's one of the smartest cerebral players of all time, man, just able to know basketball. Those two know basketball at higher levels than most other people on the court, man. And think about, I can't say you're out of LeBron James sweepstakes, because you still possibly can get them, and you possibly could get Anthony Davis still as well, because this Washington Wizards did re-sign, just trade for DeAndre Ayton. It's possible that you could still get Anthony Davis if they decide to move off of him with the acquisition of DeAndre Ayton. So I just want to say, it's the fifth worst offseason, but they could move up and down. You get LeBron, you probably going to get AD. So I just really want to know, there's a possibility of doing that, man. And you lost Gary Payton as well, man. Quentin Pose, who played a ton of basketball for you guys, and Gary Payton, man. It's just, they have the possibility, but it's going to be really tough for them out in the West, man. It's going to be really tough. Like I said, man, rankings go from one being the worst, fifth being it's been a bad all season, but one is ultimate. So my number one worst all season so far was the Sacramento Kings. Number two being the Houston Rockets. My number three being the Boston Celtics. My number four being the Minnesota Timberwolves. And my number five being the Golden State Warriors. That's all I got for you today at Friendly Foes Pod. God first. God bless. Later.